Hey there everyone, Hanyou here, and welcome back to Higurashi When They Cry, Chapter 1 Onikakushi. Gets easier and easier to say every time I do an episode, but anyway, welcome back. We're gonna jump right back in. We ended the last episode with a tip. I believe it was, yeah, Rina's name. And so yeah, we're continuing on, and let's go. Rina's name's actually Reina, but she prefers people to call her Rina, so we call her Rina. Wonder why she prefers Rina. Ah ha 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 ha. How was it, K-chan? So you went to Rina's house. Wasn't it amazing? It's nothing like that, right? Right? Unlike my house, the Ryugu residence wasn't newly constructed. It had been renovated from a pre-existing building. While the house itself was fine, the problem was the yard. It was crammed with rows upon rows of oddities. They were all the same as Colonel Sanders, stuff you'd see while walking around in town. The cake shop's mascot, Little Licky. That's a weird name for a mascot, just saying. The Toadalmon in front of the pharmacy. She even had the amazing flying elephant from the top of the department store. I agree with you that those are cute, but why the mailbox? Won't you get in trouble for that one? But oh, it's so cute. She must have just thought about it because her face filled with delight. So it's the bigger the better, just as long as it's big. That can be taken in so many different ways, but you know, that's just my dirty mind thinking that way, I guess. And her room displays the small ones. I had a chance to see them before. And cute kids like Rika-chan are locked away in the basement. Yep, I'll keep anything. Oh, cute. You know, you really shouldn't agree to that last statement that they made. Seriously, you should have pled the fifth on that one. So she takes anything she likes back to her nest. So, no ill will intended. No ill will intended, but, you know, even unintentional ill will is still ill will. Hey, Rina. You know about the Statue of Liberty in New York, right? Is that cute? Yeah, cute. Oh, I want it. I don't think it would fit. The US would probably come up with... should probably come up with some countermeasures ASAP. If not, the Statue of Liberty will take a trip to Hinamizawa in the not-so-distant future. My apologies for keeping you waiting. Rika-chan has returned. No fun being called to the staff room. Did you do something? How rude. Rika isn't a hoodlum like Keiichi-san. Ahaha. Nothing like that, Keiichi-kun. Rika-chan is a member of the festival committee. Festival? The school cultural festival? School cultural festival or something? K-chan, I already told you. It's the village festival. the Watanagashi. Oh, come to think of it, she did say there'd be a festival at the shrine during the next break. So what's this Watanagashi thing about? Is it like a floating lantern festival? I guess the last part you set things adrift in a river is similar. Last part where you set things adrift in a river is similar. Except we use cotton things like old worn out futons and padded cloaks. It's a festival expressing thanks for their years of service. The people living in Hinamizawa dump their futons and padded cloaks in a stream. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. Sounds like it'd be a lot of trouble if it backed up the current. Maybe they should just drop some fish in and have a fish wrangling competition. Skewer them and sprinkle a little salt. Oh man, I could smell it already. That sounds really good, actually. That's just summer camp. I never anticipated how destitute Keiichi-san's imaginative capabilities would actually be. What? How could you tell I was thinking something silly? It was written all over your face. That sort of face could have what sort of face could have expressed what I'd imagined just now? Rena demonstrated for me. I see. No argument there. No argument here. It's nothing fun like that, you see. But you should still look forward to it. Let's all go together. I'll come get you that day. I don't really feel like going to festivals unless someone asks me to. I wouldn't get bored if these guys were going. You won't get bored, we're doing it again this year. Mion's proclamation came as she looked at each member in turn. What was this all about? From the way Mion looked, it was probably our club's summer tradition, the Watanagashi 4-demon firefight. That sounds awful. What kind of name is that? I think it's a cute name, though. I tried to object sharply, but since Rena looked happy about it, I decided it was pointless to fight it. Since Keiichi is here this year, it becomes 5 demons. Rika-chan made a small correction in light of my presence. So how does this funny-sounding club activity tie into the festival? Oh ho ho! This is where you exhibit the skills you've nurtured through your daily club activities. Exactly. We show the full extent of the abilities that the best of the best have obtained through our daily trials and tribulations. But last year the mayor got angry, so we need to make sure not to cause any problems this time. So basically we're doing club activities while checking out the stalls. Rika-chan really is the only one who explains things so they make sense. I see, so we'll be exhibiting on those busy festival grounds. Rena was right, of course that would be a reason for the mayor to get angry. Ahaha, but it's lots of fun. That was the only point I did not doubt. It would be, without a question, fun. The day of the festival was drawing near. Well, putting that aside for now, let's start our club activities today. Any objections? Nay. Our voices rang out in unison. Well, there's lots of people. Card games really are the easiest to play when there's lots of people. This really is the most basic of table games. Playing with the marked deck again. We'll use a new one today. There are no marks on the cards, so we're on equal footing. I wonder if that really is the case. I will have to inspect them. Well, that was fair. Just to be safe, everyone checked the cards. Yes, these seem to be fine. Are you all satisfied? Then today, I guess, we'll play President. That's good for 5 people. Another standard card game. First one to get rid of all their cards wins. Basic rules. Play a better card than the one before. You can play straights and pairs. There are various techniques that improve the game, like reversals. But because it's such a well-known game, there are lots of house rules for it as well. The name, for example, in my hometown, we called it Millionaire. I'd like to go over some details. Are the jokers wild? Can you make a reversal with 3 threes? No jokers, 2 is the highest. You can reverse a reversal. You can only make a reversal with 4 of a kind, not 3. Also, you know how the president sends a good card to the president? How the peasant sends a good card to the president? None of that. While I'm confirming the familiar rules, Satoko looked over at me cautiously. I probably should have tried to look like more of an amateur. I was pretty used to this game. It's President and it's with a new deck. Today I might be able to win. I had the gist of the rules now, but that wasn't everything, was it? So, what shall today's penalty be? About that, why don't we all write something down on slips of paper and have the loser draw one? Oh, that seemed like it could be interesting. Oh ho ho! I'll write a nasty one and then have Keiichi-san draw it. It won't be awful if you wrote a bad one and drew it yourself. It would be awful if you wrote a bad one and drew it yourself. Just don't lose. Don't you know best? Oh ho ho. Mion handed out several slips of paper to everybody. Then write down whatever and put it in this bag. When you lose, stick your hand inside and pick one out. Now then, what would be a good penalty? Worst case scenario, you draw what you wrote. Something too intense would be like digging your own grave. No penalty. Let's forbid that kind of idea from being written down. Rika-chan's casual suggestion caused Mion's hand to lurch to a sudden halt. Ah, that's so sneaky, Mion-san. She wrote no penalty and in the corner of the slip is folded. I see. Just in case you lost, you grabbed the note with the folded corner and you'd be safe. That was a good idea. Diabolical as ever, Mion. Rika-chan is quite formidable too, being able to see through that. I couldn't underestimate her even though she doesn't stand out. Everyone, don't write penalties that are too mean, okay? Nobody agreed to Rina's proposal. Everyone was ruthless. It's fine, Rina, just don't lose. Yeah, that's true. Okay, I'll try hard so everyone has to pick the penalty I write. Rina was quite brutal even though she usually appeared meek. Better not underestimate her either. I agree with that. I'm very curious to what Rina's penalty is in particular. Everybody's penalties are scary. I still didn't know what Rika-chan's penalties would be like. Basically, you can't afford to lose this game. Everybody here ready? We all nodded determinedly. Having confirmed that, Mion dealt out the cards. Finally, the battle begins. I had a decent starting hand. Card after card was played in the middle. Not needing Mion to tell them, both Rika-chan and Satoko played their cards without hesitation. Rina and I were the only ones who paused to think. Seemed like Rina genuinely couldn't make up her mind, but it was different. But I was different. I was like a shark stalking its prey, just waiting for the right time to strike. Huh? Will this work? Then I'll play this. 3 and I'm out. 9. Nobody? 8. 7. I'm out. 5 and 5. I'm out. Then I'll discard this last one and I'm out. Bah! I missed my chance. Loser of the first round was, of all people, Mion. And now I was certain. Today I could win. Now then. Mi-chan, pull out one of those slips, okay? Mion, accepting her defeat, scrounged around inside the bag and pulled out one piece of paper. What? Who did this? Who wrote this? Mion quivered and shrieked. What is it? What is it? Huh? Rina was also surprised when she peeked at it. What kind of terrible thing was written on it? Pet the principal on the head. Okay, well that's an interesting one. Hey wait, how is this bad? Keiichi-san, do you not understand? The principal is balding and ashamed of it. Satoko yelled with a serious look on her face. But she wasn't it wasn't as loud as Mion's shriek. Could it be? The principal is a martial arts master. He boasts about traveling around the world perfecting his skills when he was younger. He switched to teaching after seeing the poor state of education in Japan after the war. He was inhuman. Pet that guy's head? As the club president, there's no way I can set a bad example by refusing. Phew. Ooh, yeah! She bellowed out a yell as she dashed off down the hallway. Wouldn't it be easier to sneak out quietly and try to do it without making a fuss? Probably impossible. They say he used to hunt sea slugs just by sensing their presence. I could do nothing but wait with bated breath. Kerpow! A rumble shook the classroom. That's the principal's aerial opener. Boof, bow, pow, whap. Zashing. Kaboom! Following the launcher with a jab, jab, strong, fierce combo. He's even using meter. From how it sounded, the principal's jumping fierce sounds like... Principal's jumping fierce sounds like a multi-hit combo. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. Nothing I could do now except stay calm. I understand now why there were no delinquents at this school. The principal would definitely set them right, that's for sure. After a few moments of silence, Mion slumped back to us. Petted. Is that good enough? Mion said before collapsing. She's alive, at least. Now we can continue the game. Monster. I was amazed the person who made club activities like these could say that. But now, the worst penalty is gone now, right? I wouldn't be so sure about that. Right? Rina tried to lighten the mood and was only met with Mion's malicious grin. She was serious now. I'm not holding back anymore. You'll all get yours. Pace of the game became bizarrely quick. I could tell that the game had gotten more intense. Ace, 3, 4, 5, I'm out. I'm out as well. Hee, I'm out too. 3, I'm out now. Eek, I lost. And the heavens have chosen to vanquish Rina. What kind of penalty, I wonder? What kind of penalty, I wonder? See, it would have made more sense based off previous speech patterns if it would be, what kind of penalty, I wonder. But anyway. It wasn't exactly hard for her to be worried. Just thinking of the level of difficulty of Mion's first penalty still made me quiver. And so the penalty she drew with trembling fingers was... The heck was this? Speak like a maid. Huh? What is this? This one, what do I need to do? So basically it means you have to use the same expressions as a maid. Huh, oh. Okay. Master. It hit me like a ton of bricks. Goshujin-sama! I had no idea who wrote that penalty, but she was awesome. I have a feeling it was Rika, wasn't it? It was Rika. Then Rina, can you shuffle the cards and deal? Yes, master. I could die. I could just die right now. Anyway, let's continue. Right, Rina? Yes, master. The eagerness to which I was goading Rina into addressing me as master was downright impressive, if I do say so myself. Hiya! I won't lose anymore. I'm out. I shan't lose either. I'm out. And with that, I'm out too. I can't believe it. Is it Rina's loss again? Rina again. What kind of penalty would it be this time? I was delighted by the mysterious sense of anticipation. Anticipation? No, this was conviction. Remove one piece of clothing from the top and bottom halves of your body. Who wrote that? I mean, the bottom half's easy, just take off your socks or your shoes. But the top half, that's a bit more difficult. Wait, is she wearing a hat today? I don't think she is, so never mind. This is going to be awkward, isn't it? That's just indecent. Who could have written this? My face reddened in anger. If I didn't yell something out, I wouldn't be able to hide my shaking. Ah, who did write that? God, please give that man a Nobel Prize. Ha! Of course. That would be an ignoble prize. Not good that... Not good, not good. What was I thinking about? What I was thinking about was written on my face. Oh, ooh, me-chan. Rena begged Mion with teary eyes, but everyone knew Mion's answer already. Well, she's wearing a scarf, so technically she could just take off her scarf and her shoes, right? But everyone knew Mion's answer already. Nope, nope, I won't go easy on you. You lost, so take it like a man. Understood, master. Oh, I'll undress. What? I looked around thinking someone else would probably stop her. Of course, I wasn't exactly trying to stop her either. Then I heard the rustling of clothing. The sound of her skirt hitting the ground sent my heart racing. Is this fine, master? I looked away like a gentleman, but these club activities, you need to be ruthless after all. Oh, she's wearing her gym clothes. Keiichi-san, whatever were you expecting? Certainly we would not have her strip if she weren't wearing her PE clothes underneath. Satoko poked fun at me. Well, you know, if you take the challenge at its letter, she should have been able to get away with just taking off her neckerchief and her shoes, but they took it to the extreme, you know? Satoko poked fun at me, but right now I can't hear it. Not bad, Kei-chan. This old man never even thought you would go after her like that. You've got it wrong. I didn't write that one. Master didn't write this one? Her squirming around in her PE clothes made it impossible for me not to feel anything. Calm down, Keiichi Mibara. Mion probably wrote that one and planned to go after me as I panicked. You can't fall for her trap after knowing it's a trap. Clear your head, calm down, and assess the situation. I was determined to think my way out of this. And the answer was quite simple. I win! I then became a god. I, who had already entered the domain of godhood, what would dare stand in my way? It was like they were pulled to me magnetically. I was picking up aces and twos like nobody's business. Eek! How could my luck of the draw be so bad? Satoko lost, right? I'll draw the penalty. Speak like a little sister. Oh, that's a good one for her. Ugh. Fine, Oni-chan. Yes! The pleasure of making this brat disgrace herself. I think it's cute. Og. This old man loses again. Mion's lost, right? I'll draw it out. Wear a girl's school swimsuit. No! That's the one I wanted Kei-chan to get. Yes! Mion's despair was like sweet honey. Master, I lost again. Rena lost. I'll draw it for you. Let the person in first place rest their head on your lap. Oh. In this outfit, Master? Yeah! She's not wearing a skirt, so it's her bare legs. Ugh. Oh, this is funny. Eek! Oni-chan, you're too good. Satoko lost again. I'll draw it. How many? I thought they only each put in one. What's going on here? The game should be over already. But you know, having all these penalties is actually really funny. I'm liking seeing all these. I'll draw it. Obey the person in first place. How about I have you give me a shoulder massage? Fine, Oni-chan. Come on, do it a bit harder. Don't use your nails. Wow. Oh boy. I had transformed into an evil dictator and couldn't be doing any better. Felt like I could control how the cards played out with my mind and even decide what sweets would appear just by willing it. Sweets, suits, whatever. By the time I realized it, I had already assembled a harem. I was laughing haughtily as I rested my head on Rina, who was now a bloomer-clad maid. Satoko was wearing a collar and had taken on little sister properties. Mion was fanning me while wearing a school swimsuit. You know, I think the only person who hasn't lost so far is Rika, right? Today is Master's overwhelming victory, isn't it? Eek! Please refrain from moving your head around so much. I began to think, why does man have no end to his desires? How could I wish for more than this place of dreams? Palace of dreams. What is it, Keiichi? I'm saddened by the thought of a man having no end to his desires. That was it. Rika-chan hadn't been in first, but she continued to escape being in last. Keiichi is quite greedy. It's said you should know when enough is enough. I know that very well, but how to say it? I feel like I wouldn't mind if I died now. Eek! Master, please refrain from moving your head around. Eek! You say you wouldn't mind dying. Then that can be arranged. Rika-chan said it in her usual calm manner with a cheery tone. This was undoubtedly a declaration of war. Mion looks good in a school swimsuit. Go, Rika-chan, go! Take him out! Defeat this archdevil of perversion. I might not be able to win, but I'll beat him. Such stoicism from this little girl who's always hidden away in Satoko's shadow. It would probably be rude not to meet her head on. I shall face you myself, little one. I saw Mion swap a few cards with Rika-chan in the middle of the game, but pretended I didn't see it. Do you believe you can defeat Keiichi-sama with just that? 2, ace, 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 8, 8, 8, 8, reversal. Everybody looked over at me. I was still brimming with confidence. Mwahaha! The four of them have allied against me. That's it? You're making me laugh. That was good. Reversal, reversal. What? How could such a thing be? Satoko let out a shriek. Mwahaha, you simpletons. Using up all of her cards before calling the reversal left Rika-chan with no good cards. She was defeated soon after. I lost. Mwahaha. Finally, you fall into my clutches. Now, I'll pick one out. Whoa. Whoa! Wear cat ears, a bell collar, and a tail. Mwahaha. Oh boy. Even the penalties were as I wished. Rika-chan hung her head and equipped the 3 holy artifacts. It's questionable as to why such things were in Mion's locker, but since I had no objections, I didn't ask. She is cute. I love it. She looks like she looked like a pouty little kitten. Whoa. This was so... Aww. She's adorable. Yes, I agree. It felt like I had become Rina. This was definitely cute. Cute, isn't it? Isn't it? Oh, I want to take her home. That wasn't me talking. That was the actual Rina. Mute. Okay, now that was adorable. But we're gonna end this episode here. Oh. So if you enjoyed it as much as I did, please give it a like. Don't forget to subscribe for more content in the future. And until next time, everybody, have a good one. I'll see you next time. Bye.